Good morning, everyone. It's Lisa, the Norwex consultant. It's me in my house. I just wanted to come on and say hello. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry I've been crazy busy. Actually, 2 weeks ago today, my son delivered his own baby. The midwife didn't make it there in time, so I was there to witness that whole thing. I was holding the, Ember's going to be 2 in August, so I was holding her. It was easier to have her on my hip so I could control what she was doing while I was running around grabbing whatever I could to help my son and my daughter-in-law. So it was a crazy morning. But anyway, so I have been a little bit MIA because I have been helping my daughter-in-law. She has a 4-year-old, a soon-to-be 2-year-old, and a 2-week-old. So as any of you know, her life right now is super busy. This season will pass. It's a wonderful time. I went over the day before, and I spent the afternoon, and she was able to take a 2-hour nap. How amazing is that? She woke up and she said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I slept for 2 hours." I said, "I'm so glad you did. We were just fine. The baby slept. The girls cuddled with me and we watched Curious George." So it was all good. So anyway, let me get back to why I came on here. Okay. Why I joined Norwex. There's certain things in my house that I wanted to keep and I wanted to have on hand all the time. So I joined so I could get my discount. Why not? Who likes to save money? I do. So the whole Norwex thing kind of made sense to me. If I could use a cloth and I could use my laundry soap as an all-purpose cleaner, that was going to save me a lot of money. I could do away with paper towel usage. I could do away with paper napkin usage. That just made sense to me. So once you make that investment to buy the products, they're going to last. There's a 2-year warranty on the EnviroCloths, anything like that. So 2 years worth of usage you can get the package with a window cloth and EnviroCloth for $45 for 2 years. How much money are you going to save in cleaners, Windex, paper towels? I mean, it goes on and on and on. Okay, so anyway, one of the reasons why I joined Norwex was because of this little tiny bottle right here. It got me, hooked me. I had sensitive skin for my entire life. I always got agitated by laundry soap. I was never comfortable with makeup. My skin always was irritated. If I put makeup cleanser on, it felt like gasoline. It wasn't normal to me. So if I could wash my face with one of these body and face cloths, remove all my makeup and my gunk from the day, apply this oil and get moisturized. These are my 2 beauty regimens right here. Oh, I have a third one, which is the exfoliating mitt. So that's just a little mitt that you can put on to take off any of that dead skin because you know that has to happen. So this is my skincare routine. I don't buy any cleansers. I don't buy any masks. I don't do any of that. I am 51 years old. And I am telling you, I am very happy with the way that my skin is. Just wanted to tell you. So what I do is I have 2 of these hanging in the bathroom. One is the one I use in the morning and one is the one that I use in the night. Why do I have 2? It takes 24 hours once you rinse these out and hang them up by the tag for it to self-purify. What does that mean? Well, within 24 hours, this little cloth is going to clean itself and remove all of the bacteria. So I'll use this one in the morning, every morning. So when I come back to use it the next morning, it's been 24 hours, so it is self-purified. Now, if I use this one morning and night, it's not going to have time to self-purify. I'm going to be washing my face with dirt and germs. What's going to happen? Dirt and germs going to get on my skin, and dirt and germs going to cause me to have acne. That's what happens. So keep your fingers off your face and use Norwex for your face regimen cleaning system. Okay, so next up, because I'm super excited this morning, I haven't even had any coffee. I'm so glad everyone's here. So I talked about my Ultra Power Plus. This is my laundry soap. It made sense to have a laundry soap that I can use. And I'm going to show you the scoop that comes with it. This is the scoop. Way too much. If you put this much in, you're going to have residue on your clothes. It's way too much. I literally use that much. And that is even for my husband's stinky softball clothes. You don't need a lot. So if you have to soak something that's got some grime or something on it, get yourself a bucket from the Dollar General, the dollar store that's specifically for your Norwex stuff. And you're going to only soak your cloths in there. That's the only place that you're going to put. You're not going to add any other chemical to it. That way you are not clogging your microfiber. If you use a different soap, something that has fillers and fragrance, you're going to clog the microfiber and it's not going to work right. So that's one thing. You want to make sure you use a soap or laundry detergent that is free and clear from fragrance, fillers. It's got to be an all natural cleaner. And what's going to happen is you're going to start to use this on your clothes. It's going to remove the built up laundry soap. So you're going to see brighter and whiter and softer clothes. You don't need fabric softener because you're removing all of that gunk from your clothes that's built up from the laundry soap. We've been so educated lately about all of the chemicals that we come into contact with our bodies. That is why I fell in love with Norwex, because I wanted my skin to feel good. Everything that came into contact with my skin hated. So I'm very, very sensitive skin. This just made sense to me. I removed every chemical from underneath my kitchen sink. I only have Norwex products under there. I have a lot more room and my skin is so much happier. So when you'll see, and I have posted where I boost, I have to wash the microfiber clothes or the cloths, let them soak a little bit longer. This is a microfiber cleaner. This will get in and get out all of that gunk that's in there. So when I left for 2 weeks to go to New York with my best friend, my husband was home alone, so you know what happens. He used the same Norwex rag for 2 weeks straight. So it had so much built up oil and dirt and gunk in it that I had to soak it for like a long time. But that's what I did. I just kept soaking it and soaking it and soaking it until I got that stuff out of the fibers. So a little bit goes a long way. I use this and a little bit of the booster to soak it. And I also use my Magic dishwasher powder. This is the Ultrazyme. So this has enzymes in it that eats away at the food. So what's going to happen is it's going to munch away at food in your pipes. It's going to clean your dishwasher. It's going to clean your dishes like you have never seen before. This stuff, when I put it in my compost bucket, because that's the greatest, but I just thought, okay, I'm going to put some in there one time. I'm going to fill it up with water. I'm just going to let it sit and soak, right? So I did that. Well, then I'm looking at the top of the container with the water on top, and I see all these bubbles sitting there, and then all of a sudden they went pshh, and then they build up again and they go pshh. That's how the enzymes work, and it was like watching magic bubbles in my bucket. It was so cool. So from that point on, I've been using it as just a little additive. I put it in my toilets. Why? Because it's going to go in there and eat up all the enzymes. So what happens is I dump some in, I swish it around in the bowl, I let it sit for a while, and then I'll flush it. I do the same thing with this. It's safe for your septics. I put a little bit in there, swish it around with my brush, clean it up. Not only am I cleaning the inside of the tank, I'm cleaning my brush too at the same time. It's getting rid of all that grunk built up over all these years. Okay, personal line care. This was another thing that I always wanted to try. This was, and I know it's kind of hard to see with the reflective bottles, but this is the shampoo and the conditioner from Lacier. And I'm going to show you because I have bedhead. I just kind of like fixed my ponytail, but I want to show you how, like, I took a shower yesterday, played all day with the girls in the afternoon, and then I put my hair up for night. Okay. So I want to show you just how I can just take my hair down and how it looks, how it combs, how it looks. I've never been able to do this before in my life. It's insane. Look at that. So I can literally take my hair down, brush it out, and it looks, yeah, I could go out like this. It wouldn't bother me one bit. Seriously. It has less chemicals in it. It's just better for your hair. And I can't get over how healthier my hair is and how long it has grown. It's crazy. I can't get over it. So when something works for me, I like to share. I've had a lot of issues with my skin, and if something works, I stick with it. I just can't help it. I'm not going to I've spent a lot of money. I've thrown a lot of money away on products that just don't work for me. So those are a few of the things that I couldn't live without in my house. But I've got a basket full of stuff here, and this is where I keep all my Norwex stuff. So I just want to touch on a few things just to show off a couple. This is the netted dish cloth. So it's a dishcloth. Does not have the microfiber in it. This is what I use to clean the dishes. This is what I use to pick up flour off of the counters. This is what I put on the top of the dishwasher rack when I want to clean it. This is what I use to scrub any of my pans or anything. It's got a little bit of a coarse fiber to it, but it's got a mesh so it doesn't smell like those stinky rags. That's a pet peeve of mine. All right, my kitchen cloths. This is one of the cloths that I would use on the counter when I'm cooking and baking, and if I get egg all over, I wipe it up with this. This is gonna pick up 99% of the bacteria off of the counter. So these are always great to have. The towel that goes with it, absorb it, grabs that water off your dishes like no tomorrow. These are my dust mitts. So you've seen me post a few times about these. So I have two of them. Why, you say? Well, they collect dust from static with static. So if you rub these two together and then you're gonna walk all over your house and be touching stuff, you're gonna pick up dust. So I'll pick something up, dust, and then while I'm grabbing it, I'm getting the dust off of it. So it just works. I'm all over the place, and I can have my house done and dusted in no time. So I don't like spending time doing housework and doing those kind of chores. So when I can do something fast, I'm doing it. Who's with me? And then, you know, the famous window cloth that chases the streaks for you, gets rid of all the streaks. Isn't this just gorgeous? This is one thing that I have in the car all times. Not just for the window, for the radio, all the dust that gets all over. I just like to run it all over and it cleans up. Now, I learned something new and I have to share it. So I have this. This is our duster. Gosh, I didn't even look to see what the name, I don't even know what the name of it is, but this is one of the microfiber cloths that goes on it, and it's a sleeve. So I know this can bend. So you can bend it to clean fans or anything that's like high up that you need to get. So if I wanted to do this section over here, it's easy to do. You're just literally running this across, and then you can move it and bend it any way that you want. Bend it the other way. Now I have my, I have the Chanel side, so it's gonna go in between those little nubs on that decorative banner, and it's just gonna pick up any of the dust or anything that's up there, right? So super cool. Can reach in those places that you can't get. It's bendable, can bend it either way. Look, I mean, it'll bend right down to nothing. It's super cool. I learned that there's this little thing at the end. I never knew this was here. Look at that. It's a little brush, and they're pretty decent, like, as far as, like, they're pretty strong. So you can clean all those little nooks and crannies with that. Isn't that cool? I love learning new things. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you picked up a tip or two from me. Sorry about my rambling. I get going and I can't help it when I'm passionate about something. So please share with me something that you saw that you want more information about, why I use it, what I do with it, why does she need that in her house anyway? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, and I hope you have the most amazing day.